Welcome back to Today's video. I'm playing Planet Coaster, and today's video we're going to be doing our new Vekoma family launch coaster. I believe that's what the model's called. But this just came out in the Thrill Seekers DLC. So pretty simple layout. We got two launches here. First one is a slightly inclined launch. It goes up over a airtime hill, another airtime hill, turn around, double up, and then another double up, even though it doesn't really look like a double up. It's a very slight, subtle one. You would need to look at it to tell it's a double up. Don't really see it on ride. But then into a helix, another little airtime hill into our second launch, which goes right into the first launch. And then we got a airtime hill into a big airtime hill over the pathway. And then this is our little twister section. When I made this, I was very inspired by El Toro's twister section. I basically just copied it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. After that, we just hit the brakes. And it does hit the brakes here at like 8 or 9 miles an hour, which is not ideal. That does present a pretty high risk of valleying, but we'll make it work. And we do have 3 train ops on this, which is pretty cool. So the line should be really short. For a maintenance area, the exit path will just wrap around the maintenance building. It isn't going to be a big maintenance building. It's just going to be a transfer track, and then your storage tracks in here. And, yeah. As you can see, quite a bit has changed over here. This is where, the final coaster will be. And it is actually completed, but I ain't going to show you that until the last episode. Or at least the episode that we do it in. So yeah, which actually, the next coaster will probably be our final coaster. We might do one more over here. I don't know, we'll need to look at percent, but I'll stop blabbering. Will be a coaster over here, but that I still have to do. But so in this episode, we're definitely going to try and get the boat ride done, and then pretty much everything on this side of the path. So the first section all before the boost launch, and then the station building and maintenance building, we should hopefully get done. And then the second episode we'll work on this inner part, and these 2 flat rides here. And yeah, so I'll get to work on that, and I'll make about for y'all show from products. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Alrighty, so as you can see, I did finish the build. There's something that I do want to reveal, and that's why I'm sitting here. And this is a camera, because we added our first photo unit of Planet Coaster 2. But I'll talk a bit more about that in a little bit. I know I said that we would get these 2 flat rides done. Obviously we didn't. Next episode we'll work on doing the second part of it, which is pretty much just going to be doing dive fencing, then putting in some plants and stuff, and then we'll probably get these 2 flat rides done, and maybe start some work on these. I don't know entirely yet. The pendulum I do want to save for when we do the coaster that will go in here. And also probably the food unit that will go in here. But yeah. Before we talk about the ride, let's first talk about our restrooms and food unit. So, our food unit here is called the Outpost. We got 4 different shops in here. And if you haven't noticed, this is just a copy of 2 buildings that are already in the park. This building is actually taken from just down the street right here, from Kids Corner. Same exact building. And then this building is taken from over near a water coaster right here. Which we do still need a name for it, but I'll pick one next episode. But so I just copied that right on over to here. And now we got the Outpost. I also combined them. We've been peaking at about 5,000 guests, so we're about to hit that cap. Probably once we get in the final coaster and finish up this this area all around here, we'll finally reach that cap of 6,000. But ain't really much to this. Just put them together and made it to where they were all the same texture, so that's why they looked kind of different. And parks do this all the time, where they just copy the exact same building around. Even at Cedar Fair parks, if all of them have the same kind of model of food unit, just different themed, in pretty much all their parks. Yep. So, or Legacy Cedar Fair Park, sorry. But that's why they would have just copied these. I do want to try and incorporate that a little bit into the rest of the park. It just saves me time and also makes the park feel a bit more realistic. And this is our maintenance area for both of them. Nothing really to it, just pallets, some garbage, and then this is also our bathrooms in here. Nothing inside, no detail. But continuing the theme of copying them from the rest of the park, this is the same exact bathroom unit as up in the front of the park here. Just obviously redone for here. We desperately need bathrooms. The next closest bathroom is either the Demon's bathroom or that's the closest bathroom, yeah. Because these are our 3 bathrooms before it, and now we have this one, so this isn't a horrible gap here, but I wouldn't have rather it be that big. We'll definitely need to put some sort of bathrooms over here just to help fill this void. But, yeah, and then I just fill in this little plaza here with, trees and plants, and also a ton of picnic benches for our food unit here. But finally getting to the roller coaster, which I did choose a name for. I decided to name it Dirt Trek. I was kind of copying the Penguin Trek, theme where they just kind of threw what the ride's theme to, and then just added Trek to it. Which, I mean, it doesn't really have a theme to it, just kind of just wanders through the woods. But it goes through the dirt, so Dirt Trek. Yeah. And then here's our queue. Just big old cowpen. Fencing and stuff is done, got lighting in it, and also path covers all in there. To make this ride ADA accessible, since this would be very new, considering that it's a Vekoma family launch coaster, just got a ramp up here. Makes it to where they don't need to have disabled guests go through the exit. The Star Station, nothing much to it. It's just pillars. And I did copy Nerdchacha what he did in his recent video with the roofs here. If you haven't watched it, this is the angled roof with like the double-sided pitched. So I put that and I just put a flat roof over it and below it. But we're gonna just copy that, and then we got our photo screens here. We can only have the advertisements for the shops on these and this blank screen, so I just decided to go with the blank screen. I figured it would look better than the shop advertisement. I know in the last game I just put the Planet Coaster advertisement since we didn't have custom images. I also put check your photos, and then buy your photos over here. This is just Moto Fantastics, and they're getting a ton of money. Access into our photo unit, and also access into our maintenance building. Nothing really in here. Didn't do any details, but this is our access. Just a transfer tracks access, and then our access for like trucks and stuff into our maintenance building. I also got a crane on the side here. This is also where the gate opens up to where you can go in. Transfer track here. I didn't move this across so I can make room for our catwalk. And also, this didn't come with catwalks supports, so I need to put them in. So I just put those in too. And then I also did this dirt path, or dirt gravel path, I guess. Mostly for vehicles, but just gives access to the second launch track area. First launch, I would access just straight from the station. It wouldn't be a big deal. Which it has just occurred to me that I forgot to do all under station clutter. That'll do off camera. But, got that there. This is not done. This will do when I do the magic carpet stuff. Or whatever this is called. The board side. And then for the second half, the first half layout, but the layout of the coaster that I actually did do, all I really do is add in these trees and some bushes with the scenery brush. And I'll also put in don't die fencing. Like I said, the second half of the layout we're gonna leave for the next episode. And that will, we'll get our, what's this called? The Wild Blue, second half done, and also our ship most definitely, and probably also food unit that will go in here. I know this whole area is just a ton of food units now, but park has to make money somehow, and also there isn't a whole lot of food units entirely between in the front of the park. We only really got Demon's Den, these two, and that's about it. And also we'll have, actually that's a lie, we'll have one over here, so we'll have a ton in the back of the park, but there's still a good amount of demand for our food units. As you can see, we do have 5,300 people now, so park is definitely getting close to that 6K max. Yeah. And I also don't plan on really putting any food units over in the area that will be here, so also a quick little percent check on our park. We're only at 76, so we should have enough, because I think I said this in the beginning, but I did finish the coaster that will be here, so that should be the big portion of that percent, because coasters do take up a ton of percent. And I won't really be putting any flat rides over here, so that won't be needed to take up a ton of percent either. But that'll be it for this video. We will take a ride on the coaster, and I do hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, make sure to like and subscribe. Do hope to see the next one. Bye!